Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and it's Saturday, so you all know what that means. Slashback Saturday. Now this is a segment that my very good friend Joe the Horror Man came up with, where we watch a certain slasher film with a certain theme during the week and do a review. This week's theme is hospital, or medical, or something like that. So, this week I chose The Dentist. Now, The Dentist is a 1996 movie, which runs approximately 92 minutes, and is directed by Brian Yuzna. Now, Brian Yuzna is responsible for a lot of really, really good films. Beyond Reanimator, Return of the Living Dead 3. Rottweiler I wasn't quite so much of a fan of. It's one I definitely need to give another try, but upon first watching, I don't know, something about it I just didn't really care for that much. My favorite by him, besides The Dentist and The Dentist 2, happens to be Beneath Still Waters. There's something about the atmosphere in that film, the underground city. It's all underwater. It's really cool. I like it a lot. Now this stars Corbin Burnson as Dr. Alan Finestone. He was in Major League 1 and 2, which I absolutely thought his character was awesome in that. He was in Tales from the Hood, Raptor, which I reviewed not that long ago, Fangs, and a TV movie called They Are Among Us, which I believe I have, but I've never seen. This stars Linda Hoffman as Brooke Finestone. She was in Face Off, High Tide, one of my wife's favorite TV shows that has Rick Springfield, and Murder or Death. And of course, the legendary Ken Foree as Detective Gibbs. Now, he was in Dawn of the Dead, Lords of Salem, Devil's Rejects, and a movie I just got recently but I haven't watched yet called The Midnight Man. Now, this movie is a fairly simple plot. Dr. Alan Finestone is a bit of a jerk, I guess. Kind of OCD, very quick to fly off the handle, definitely wound very, very tightly. He has all of these kind of paranoia that his wife's always sleeping with someone. It's just, he has that kind of nature. When he wakes up in the morning, it's his wife and his anniversary. The pool boy comes to fix the filter in the pool. He leaves, comes back because he's paranoid, and he finds his wife sleeping with the pool boy. We actually don't know if this ever happened because the movie kind of plays like a fever dream, kind of like his descent into madness. Now he goes into the dentist office where he owns a practice, and things go from bad to worse when he's hounded by an IRS agent for back taxes, and just patients in general making him crazy. And from there, he just loses his mind, and it's definitely something to behold. And that's about as far as I'm going to go. There is a little bit more to it, but that's it in a nutshell. One of the things I really liked about the film was the narrative. I like how it starts out with Dr. Alan Feinstein kind of telling his story after the fact. Sometimes that doesn't work with movies, but I find it really did with this one. And the gore is right on the money. I am petrified of the dentist, always have been. I've had some pretty bad experiences. Nothing, of course, like this movie, but it's just, it plays on one of my worst fears. Yeah, this is a hard one for me to watch. Now, I did hear rumors that Vestron Video was going to be putting this out on Blu-ray along with the sequel. So far, I haven't heard anything. Haven't really seen much from Vestron lately. I believe the last thing they did was Maximum Overdrive, if I'm not mistaken. But, yeah, would like to see this one get a Blu-ray. They would have to do some work on the actual film itself because there is a lot of speckling in this. Something I never really noticed before watching it this time. Now, some interesting things about the film. This actually also has a very small part by Mark Ruffalo, and I believe it was one of his first roles. This movie was shot in only 18 days with a budget of $2.5 million. Now, this film is written by Stuart Gordon, and he was originally slated to direct the film. But I don't know if he was fired or if he backed out. I'm not really sure what happened there. The director, Brian Usna, has a cameo at the 1 hour, 28 minute mark in the film. Very, very small part. Alan Howarth composed the score in just one weekend, and that includes all the mixes and everything else. It's a very simple score, but I find it to be very effective. It almost reminds me a little bit of the Dr. Giggles score in a way. And the idea from the movie came from the executive producer, Mark Ammon. This is a fantastic film. Definitely a great slasher. The second one, The Dentist 2, Brace Yourself, is fantastic too. It kind of does what every sequel does. It amps up the gore and stuff like that to try to one-up itself. I do prefer this movie, but I do like the second one as well, almost as much as the first one. So definitely check this one out. And check out The Horror Man, where we find out the theme for next week. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time. Peace.